Hare Krishna. Bhakti Yoga leads to attraction to Krishna through repetition, purification and revelation. Sometimes some people ask that if we just keep practicing bhakti, chanting the same names, beholding the same deities, how exactly will this repetition, how exactly will doing the same activity again and again lead to attraction for Krishna? If I don't feel attracted now, how is it that in future I will become attracted? What difference is doing the same activity repeatedly going to make? Actually, the practice of Bhakti Yoga, which involves exposing ourselves repeatedly to Krishna centered stimuli, that engenders attraction to Krishna in three ways. One is repetition. Actually, we often underestimate the power of repetition to induce transformation. So, consider, say, an African comes to India, or say an Indian goes to America. The Indian does not know anything about baseball, but if that Indian goes into a university where everybody is mad for baseball, and then maybe after 6 months, just by seeing everyone talking about baseball, just by seeing baseball matches on television, hearing about them in the news, just that repeated exposure can induce attraction towards baseball. So just repetition also induces attraction, and we repeatedly expose ourselves to Krishna. This principle of repetition inducing attraction acts. But in the case of Krishna, there is much more going on. There is also, when we connect with Krishna, there is purification. So that means that actually we are at our core souls, and as souls we have an eternal relationship with Krishna, who is the whole. Bhagavad-gita talks about this in 15.7 when it says Mamaivamsho jiva loke jiva bhutah sanatanaha. Mamaivamsha, and all living beings are my amshas, they are my parts. And now if we consider this jiva bhutah sanatanaha, we are all its eternal parts, and as parts we are naturally meant to love and serve the soul, serve the whole. So just like iron filings have a natural attraction towards magnet, similarly we are naturally attracted towards Krishna. Sometimes if the iron filings are covered with rust, then that attraction may not manifest, but as soon as the rust is removed, then the attraction manifests. So similarly, because of impurities, we are presently not attracted towards Krishna, but when those impurities are removed, then the attraction to Krishna naturally manifests. So in contrast, we as souls have no natural connection with baseball or with the movie star or with anything else in this world. So if something with in other things, there is simply the repetition leading to attraction, but in the case of Krishna, because we have a natural relationship with him, so purification also plays a role, and that is why the attraction to Krishna, once it is awakened, can be even more forceful. It is natural to us, it just needs to be activated, it just needs to be awakened. The third is revelation. Revelation means that actually here with respect to Krishna, he is the all attractive supreme. Sevon mukhe jivhadau swayameva spuratyada. The Puranas say that when we perform service to him, he manifests himself, his glory manifests. And thus, when Krishna is pleased with us, he reveals his beauty. So he is infinite, and we finite souls can comprehend him, can never comprehend him completely, but we can comprehend him more and more by his merciful revelation. And thus, when we try to serve Krishna through the practice of Bhakti Yoga, he becomes pleased and he reveals himself. And when he reveals himself, that conquers our heart. So thus it is that the practice of Bhakti Yoga, through repetition, through purification, through revelation, it leads to attraction to Krishna. And this is what Krishna underscores in 12.9 in the Bhagavad-gita when he says, Atachittam samadhatum na shaknosi maisthiram abhyasa yogena tato mam ichchaptum dhananjaya. He says that if you are not naturally attracted to me, then practice abhyas, practice fixing the mind on me, do abhyas. By such practice, mam ichchhaptum dhananjaya, your desire for me will arise, and by that desire you will become elevated, you will become ultimately liberated, you will become blissfully absorbed in Krishna. Thank you. Hare Krishna.